morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in the world you might happen to be. My name is Ghost Dog, and sorry about that. I was trying to find my phone. But, anyways, here we are. Part 2, Day 1. Trying to raise 360 bucks, and that is it. And that really should take care of it. Now, the money is not for the car. The money is not for food. The money is not for bills. The money is strictly for rent. Why rent? Thought I had that covered, right? Yeah, so did I. So did everybody else in the house. Colleen went and paid the rent today. Got home and got a phone call from our landlord. Extremely pissed off, more or less yelling at Colleen, said, "We are $360 short." Huh? We paid the same amount for the last 2-3 months on just about the same day and never knew we were allegedly short. To the point that he said if we do not pay within 5 days, he is going to evict us. Sweet, simple, and right to the point. For the past 2-3 months, we thought we were okay. We never heard a word from him, never heard a peep from him. Same amount has been paid every month for the last 2-3 months. And we get an angry phone call from the landlord saying we are $360 short. And if we don't pay within 5 days, today being number 1, we are going to be evicted. Now, I know a bunch of you guys are going to say, oh, he's got 30 days. Oh, he's got to wait. Oh, he's got to do this. Again, he has been very quiet for the last 2 to 3 months. It could be very likely he's already done all the paperwork, the court work, and everything else behind our backs, and has been looking for an excuse or something to lay this on us. We're not going to take a chance on that. If you guys are wondering about the car is waiting on parts. The parts will not arrive until the 11th. And then it's going to take us a couple days to get everything put back together and running. That is going to be 2 to 3 days past the deadline. So we could not, if we wanted to, right this very second, go out and make our own money. Now, if we had more time, and after we get the car fixed, we could probably come up with our own money. But we're not. We don't have that luxury anymore. There's a lot of he could do this, he could do that, he's got to do this, he's got to do this. First of all, every eviction is different in just about every state. Technically, he could evict us, the bodies out of the house. Doesn't mean the personal property. He could kick the bodies out of the house, lock up the house until we figure it out or he decides he's going to pick and choose. That's Wisconsin law. They have the right to do that. If he were to do that, we have no vehicle. We have nowhere to go. We can't even have enough money to. We don't have any money to even get a freaking hotel if we had to. Is this a shock? That's an understatement. This is more than a freaking shock. This came out of nowhere. Nobody in the house had an inkling this was happening. So my last fundraiser here a few days ago should have been it. It should have been done because we got everything else we need. We got everything else that we need to get taken care of. We've got parts coming for the car. We got plenty of fluids ready. We got tools. We got everything ready to fix the car. We're just waiting on parts. This 360 literally is to get him to stop trying to evict us, to shut him up, to shove it in his face, and basically yell at him like, why the fuck didn't you tell us? Because nothing's changed. Our payments, the amount that we paid, hasn't changed in 3 or 4 months. It's exactly the same amount. And he never once said we were behind. Never once. So now, surprise, surprise. 9 o'clock this morning, I get a messages from downstairs saying, come down, come down, come down. We need to talk. We need to talk. Need to show you something. So I go down there. Everybody is freaking looked like a bomb went off or something like that. Everybody was just devastated, heads down, not knowing the goo, to tell me what's going on. They told me exactly what's going on. My oldest is so upset that she was actually yelling a little bit at me, but not much. You know, I can understand her frustration. Our youngest is depressed because she's afraid she's going to lose her home. Colleen's more or less in shock, like, what the fuck's going on? What just happened? And I'm the same way. What the fuck just happened? What's going on? So you guys can probably understand why I'm doing this. It's not a question of do I want to. It's simply we need to. Hello, Regina. So we got 4.5 days to come up with $360. That's it. That shuts them up. That takes care of that. So we could go back to focusing on the car, getting it fixed on the 11th, 12th, whenever the last part comes in. And it's the crucial part. It isn't like an extra part, you know, that we could just bypass. No, it's the main part. I'm not depressed. I'm angry. I'm irritated. I'm kind of in shock, in disbelief. Like, what? As of 2 or 3 days ago, everything was hunky-dory, fine, just waiting, you know, impatiently waiting for parts, and that's it. Otherwise, we were taken care of. We got food. Utilities are good for right now, but that's our worry. That's our concern. Equipment coming in, parts and stuff, we're okay. But like I said, about 9, 10 o'clock this morning, we get slammed out of the blue. Didn't even see it coming. Didn't even have an inkling that there was anything wrong. Otherwise, I would have mentioned it earlier. That's why I didn't mention the rent or anything like that in any of my fundraisers this last month because we weren't worried about it. We weren't concerned about it. 2, 3 days ago was the last fundraiser I wanted to be doing for a very long time. So I apologize for having to do it, but my hands are tied. We have, not me, we have no choice. I have to do this fundraiser. I have to raise this 360 by the 9th, which is Saturday. I have to have 360 by Saturday around noon, I think. If we don't, we're out. All the all the hard work, all the donations, the heartfelt donations will literally just go right out the door for the last month. Everything we worked for, everything we've done, the heartaches that we've been going through for the last month, not having a job because the car's broken down. Colleen can't work because the car's broken down. Sage, our oldest, has to walk 4 miles to work and back because the car's broke down. But we're getting the car fixed. We got parts coming. The last parts of it, last piece of the puzzle for the car is coming on the 11th. But again, we only have the 9th to come up with 360. We've told the landlord that our car's been broke down for a month. We told him we're struggling as it is. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Matter of fact, he yells, well, if you guys would just get regular job. What the fuck's a regular job? We get paid. We pay taxes. It's a job. It's a regular job. Yes, some people use it as a gig or extra bucks or go party or something like that. But there are thousands and tens of thousands of more that do it for a living as a job. And if I don't get into a doctor and get some surgeries done, I'm only going to be good for a couple of months or so. I'm blind in this left eye. Well, not to the point I can't see. I just can't. Everything is just blurry, foggy, and everything else. I got cataract in the left eye. My right eye is just starting. I'm a broken man. I should have been in the hospital months ago. But I can't. Not until my SSDI kicks in. Then I wouldn't have to work at all. I'll still work, or at least try to, because it's in my blood to work. I've been working since I was 5 years old. I'm 57 now, so you guys think about that. I was on earlier for about 2 hours. Thanks to Natalie, I've got $10 so far, so now we're down to 350. But either way, we need to come up with the funds, and we need to come up with funds now. I have the phone in front of me, so if anybody donates, I will acknowledge them and thank you and thank them. But there's nothing else I can do. This is all I can do. And I will be doing this every single day until we raise the money. It's not if I can raise the money, it's when I raise the money. I have faith. I believe. I believe in miracles. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely understand there are other people in the world as bad, if not worse. The only difference between maybe them and me is I have an out where I can get out to the website, the internet, and pray to God somebody's listening out there. Pray to God somebody's got some deep pockets. Pray to God somebody's got friends with deep pockets. I call them guardian angels or angels that can help out. We're only talking 350, not a penny more. Don't need more. That's what we need, 350. and that shuts it down, and then we could refocus on the car. Again, this 350 is not for the car, it's not for bills, it's not for food. We got that. It's strictly what we're told we're short and what's going to get us evicted if we do not come up with it in 5 days. So I ask you, if you cannot financially help out, can you please get the word out? Maybe your friends, maybe your family, maybe somebody you know is able to help out. As of 2 days ago, I was happy. I was doing regular live streams like I used to in the old days. And that was my plan today because I'm bored. It's raining all day. It's raining right now. It's going to rain all day tomorrow, too, which sucks. Every single penny that's been donated in the last month has been used and is being used for the family, the vehicles, and I can't thank you guys enough for helping out. Those have helped out. Those who might help out. Those, the biggest people in the world that's helped out the most. And I'm not differentiate a person that donates $5 to somebody that donates thousands of dollars. I'm not going to differentiate because you're all angels in my eyes. You're all angels in my heart, in this family's heart. Every single penny is a blessing, especially through these hard times. This is all I know how to do. This is all I know how to do right now. The only thing I can do, because I've tried everything in the book under the sun to come up with our money ourselves. So if you're out there and you're just watching, get the word out. As soon as we raise this 360, I could stop this and I could refocus back on the car. Right now, I am so worried about this. We are so anxious about this. We have no other options. Again, I do have faith. I do have belief. I do believe in miracles. And I definitely have hope. Because you guys have never let us down. Ever. And I believe in that. And I believe you never will let me down. Let this family down. You know what we're going through. You know us. We're a good family. We're an honest family. We're a hard-working family. We don't bother nobody. We don't start drama. We don't get into other people's business because that's not our business. I've been asked many times by different people, what do I think about this? What do I think about this family? What do I think about this person? I don't give a shit. I'm not going to jump on board on a train to put people down. I don't care who you are. You could be my worst enemy. I'm not going to bash you. It's not who I am. I'm about as honest as I get. I'm about forward, bluntly forward to the point of getting in trouble. But I don't care. I'd rather tell the truth than try to tell you a lie and then try to remember what lie I just told you. I don't scam. I have no need for scam, and I think scamming is the worst thing in the world. I just don't want to go through this shit anymore. This is the last of it. This is the last of it. So like I said, the 11th, our final part piece comes in. We could fix the car in a couple days and then be on our merry way of our life, paying for our own bills, making our own money, working. So I ask you kindly, get the word out if you cannot financially help. It's very understandable. I ask you to go to my X and grab my top post and share it out, repost it. I know there are people out there that help us in a heartbeat. They just don't know we're asking. Because I'm not that big. I'm not that big at all. Matter of fact, I'm just a blip on the YouTube's radar. So like I said, until we raise it, if I see something come up, says, okay, done in one shot, this show's over with. And I can go back to prepping for the car, getting ready for the car. Try to find us a ride so we could go get groceries. Right now it's costing us arm and leg just to get a little bit here and there. Today we needed food. We absolutely needed stuff. And the money I had saved for other things, I ended up having to use because we had no way of getting groceries here. That $50 could have went towards this rent. We were so sideswiped on this one. It's not even funny. Again, nobody had an idea in this family that this was going to happen. It was not even a thought. So yeah, I'm going full blown on this fundraiser. I have no choice. We have no choice. I can say I'm sorry I have to do this one more time. That I will apologize for. Because everybody knows I hate doing fundraisers, even though it looks like I'm always doing it. Trust me, I hate doing them. I don't want. I didn't even want to ever do the first one. But I have an entire family I have to take care of, and if I physically cannot do it, and I've tried everything under the sun to try to raise money, I wouldn't be doing it. So yeah, that's where things stand. That's what's going on. That's why I'm doing this. This is why I'm going to be doing this until we raise that money. Because if we get kicked out, we won't have a car. We have nobody to go to. We have no money for hotel. We have nothing because we've been broke down for a month. Every last cent that's come in has been going to the family, to the house, to bills, to food, essential stuff. My oldest keeps coming and asking me, did anything happen? Did we get anything? I keep telling her, Not yet. Not yet. Tonight she told me, it's it. I feel it in my gut. Nobody's going to help. I feel it in my gut. Well, folks, let's prove her wrong. Yep, I have my phone right in front of me, folks. As soon as the donation comes in, I will update the yellow box, letting people know where we're at. So yeah, here's the phone. I'm praying. I'm praying for manifestation. Can't believe just yesterday I was feeling good. Weights taken off my shoulders. Family was okay. Had nothing really too much to worry about. And then this morning, wham bam, thank you ma'am. I asked a friend of mine who is a beautiful woman and a beautiful medium and an actual genuine medium. I said, I'm wondering if a curse was placed. I'm literally at grasping straws trying to figure out why this family is getting hit so freaking hard. It's like every time we turn around, we get something fixed, something else breaks, something else goes wrong. I don't know how many things I've fixed so far this month just to have more shit happen. The delay in parts now. This is the third time we've had delays. And before, when I order stuff, I've never had a delay. Matter of fact, sometimes it got there earlier than I thought it would be. It's just one delay after another, and it's really driving me nuts. And because we can't figure out, this ain't karma because we didn't do anything wrong. For karma to be karma, you got to have done something wrong to bite you back in the ass. We haven't been there. We haven't done that. We've been keeping to ourselves. Honestly, I would have wished our pipes to freeze up than this. Man, this is such a sideswipe. No one knew this was going to happen. Nobody. And that's what's really mind-boggling about all this. We didn't see this coming at all. And it's something that tools ain't going to fix. Mechanical, I could probably fix it. Maintenance, I probably could fix it. Hell, the whole month we've been having little surprises, stuff that you just didn't expect to happening. You know, for instance, both toilets broke, so I had to get those fixed. Wasn't expecting that, but that's wear and tear. The house is old. Thanks to a gentleman that's really been a godsend helping us out, I was able to get those parts. Wish I didn't have to spend the money on it, but you know, you gotta fix what's gotta fix. Didn't expect toilet paper to run out in this house. We had that happen. We didn't expect to have to sit for 4 days to get a car towed back to the yard. We just need one more blessed miracle. And that's what it is. Because only a miracle is going to save us. Only an angel or angels are going to save us. It's going to keep a roof over our house. My PayPal links are up there. They're all viable. They all do work. But like I said, I'm going to be doing this every single day until we get to 360 by Saturday. I say if it came in right now, the first thing Colleen would do is go get cash. Cash out because she pays the rent in cash to the bank. She goes straight to the bank, and we could shut up our landlord. Stop scaring the fuck out of us. We got enough problems as it is. It's the last thing we need. I'm going to make sure she tells the landlord, if you knew about this months ago, why didn't you tell us months ago? Because he had to have known about this at least 2 months ago. Because again, every month we pay the rent the same amount about the same time for the last 2 months. I know that for a fact. And I know for a fact we're always like $400 ahead. But regardless of all that, he called us, he yelled at us, he threatened us, and that's that. Hello again, Miss Jen. Good to see you, girl. So this is where we're at. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm praying to God. One particular angel is out there and hearing this. I don't expect anything because he has helped us so much already. But, sir, if you could just one more time, I mercifully ask you, I pray I'd actually be really shocked if he did help out one more time. I really would be shocked. And before anybody goes out there and says, well, there's other people out there, this and that, they're bad. I've said it once and I've said it a billion times. I know. I personally know. I know there are people in bad shape out there. Some people out there worse than I am, than we are. I understand that. Trust me. I'm not being eagle-headed about this. I'm not being a smartass about it. I simply know. The only difference between me and them is I have a system where I can at least get out to the internet and pray like no one's business that somebody can help us out. That's the only difference between me and them. We have a job. We just need equipment to work. And it will be working. Parts are coming in, the latest, the 11th. And it's a vital part. It's what actually is going to get the car to run. And there ain't nothing I could do to speed it up. It ain't going to be, it was the cheapest I could find. So it isn't like, oh, go somewhere else. I don't have extra money to go somewhere else. So like I said, every donation we've gotten has gone back to the house, has gone back to the car. And up till 10 o'clock this morning, we were fine with that. We were absolutely fine with that. So sooner or later, 5 days, Saturday, the sooner we get the money, the sooner we could pay them off, shut them down, and get us back to our, well, like I always like to say, to our regularly scheduled program. This bullshit is going to kill me, folks. It's going to kill me. My eating habits are so fucked up. My sleep habits are really messed up. Last night, I got about maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but not straight. I was up like every hour and I couldn't go to sleep. And I've tried everything, milk, water, to see if that helped me go to sleep. I don't have any sleeping aid here, so, or medication. And on top of that, I'm getting sick. You probably guys can hear it. Been sneezing my ass off. My nose has been stuffy. Just about almost every time I stand up, I get real lightheaded. Do we have other bills? Yeah, we do. But we got to the 21st to really kind of worry about them. I literally just paid off my phone bill last night. So at least we don't have to worry about our phone bill getting cut off. That would really suck to get the car running and not have any phone service so we can work because it's kind of critical. You got to have a phone to DoorDash. Got to have funds to DoorDash or phones to DoorDash. That's my sister Jen. She'll tell you. So I had to pay that. I like little surprises, but I don't like big surprises. And this is a hell of a shocking surprise. Can't stress enough. As of yesterday, we had no real worries. At 10 o'clock this morning, we get side slammed so hard, and nobody, I'm telling you, really, and you know everybody was shocked to have seen this, to hear this, that everybody downstairs was basically in shock. Like, what? Are you kidding us? Especially when we just paid what we thought we were paid off the rent for this month. And then to tell us we're still 360 short and you're going to get evicted. $528 for full coverage. Wow. And we're just getting liability. It's just Colleen and I. But honestly, I'm not worried about that either right now. I'm worried about making sure we get the 360 to pay off the frickin' landlord so he can leave us alone, so we can focus back on the car and getting back to work, getting the car put together, fixed. And like I said, I'm not depressed. I'm actually pissed off. I'm irritated as fuck. Like I said, we told the landlord our car's been broken down for a month. We told him we've been struggling because DoorDash 2 months ago was so sad it's not even funny. And they had to go like, oh, you guys got to get a real job. Well, first of all, I can't work a real job because if I could, I'd be working it. My health, my body will not allow me to work a regular, quote unquote, a regular job. Sage is working a quote unquote regular job. And she has to walk 4 miles to work and sometimes has to walk all the way back. Thank God she's got 2 days off right now because she'd be being soaked. It's raining. It's going to rain all day Rain today. It's going to rain all day tomorrow. And when we need help, this is anytime we needed help. This is it. This is literally it. This is the big Kahuna. Someone was able to drop 360 on us right now. I'd probably cry again, and I mean serious tears because, well, all of my tears are serious because I don't like to cry. But I know Colleen. I know especially Paige because, or Sage. Sage is so, I'm going to say in regular terms, scared. She thinks this is it. This is really, really it. And in a way, I'm going to have to agree with her. You simply can't destroy us anymore. This is it. This is the bottom of the barrel. This is under the wood grain at the bottom of the barrel. We need help. We need some angels. I just have this stinking feeling the reason he's been so quiet for 3 months because he's going behind our back and getting all the eviction papers that he needs. And he was just waiting for an excuse. I keep staring at my phone. I'm trying to manifest donations coming in. That's how bad it is. I'm literally sitting there staring at my phone, praying like no one's business that somebody can help us out, that people can help us out. Again, I apologize. I apologize. I apologize for having to do this one more time. I really, really thought we were done. I mean, absolutely, to the point we were having fun. My last couple streams were having fun. We could actually breathe in this house. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand where this bad luck is coming from. I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense at all. Is that my baby girl? Papa's trying to make some money, Mama.
Oh, nothing yet?
Nothing yet. Well, we got $10,
Oh, yeah.
so only 350 to go. But like I said, I have faith.
Okay.
You want to sit here for a couple minutes while I go get some water?
Yeah, of course.
All right, my baby girl's coming on. You can hear her story. You'll know I'm not making this shit up, and I'm not forcing her to say anything. She's her own woman. She says her own stuff. So I'll be right back. I just got to get some water.
Well, let me go use the restroom.
Oh, sure. You bring all these critters in here. That's my girl. What's the matter, Roxy? You look so sad. Hey, Jen, can dogs feel our emotions? Because Roxy right now looks like somebody dumped on her head. Baby girl, it's going to be okay. We're going to be good. I mean, you really should see her. She really doesn't look happy at all. Her ears are down, she's arched over, and she honestly looks like she's got a sad face. It's almost like she's terrified. Her tail's tucked between her ass.
Hey, honey, you okay? Because I know I was picking her up and she was just fine. She was waving her tail around.
All right, I want to go downstairs and get some water. Sage is going to come up here. She'll let you know what's going on, that this is no bullshit. She'll tell you exactly what we need, and we'll go on from there. So give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. And again, I'm not forcing her to do this. She's doing this on her own, and her words are her words, period. Just so somebody doesn't think, oh, I'm forcing you.
Oh, no.
Because I've had that accused against me. Oh, you're making these kids say these things. I know I don't make you guys say anything.
No, I'm an adult. I've always had my own
Opinions.
voice and opinions and shit. You know. Yeah. Mommy, yeah, so. Oh, wow. His butt's warm. I have faith in him. I am seriously having more faith in him than I I usually do. Um, but every time when he always says, try to be a little bit more, positive and stuff. And I've had it before where I told him, I said, no, I know for a fact we're gonna get evicted, and he's like, no. And then I even bet $20. I said, okay, I'll make a bet with you. And I told him, high smart ass of my mind, I said, okay. I said, $20. If you win the argument, I'll give you 20. If I win, you give me a 20. Well, of course he won, right? And I usually don't like doing this stuff. I don't like showing my face or anything. I'm usually in the background. I'm usually in the comments and stuff. But this is the first time in a long time where I've had this feeling. And it is scary, especially since we've been here for 10 plus years. We've been on time with rent. Of course, there's before he came in the house where we had an issue, but we always passed it and stuff like that. But it's really odd to me that he always has a positive mindset to things like this. And I think of more logical. I think, okay, if this is our landlord's words, it's going to come true. Right? Because sometimes the outcome doesn't go out the way that we want to. And that's just life. In any and all situations. But what gets me though is Ghosty right now, his eyes are a decent amount that he can drive, but it's still pretty bad. And I do have a feeling like in not even a year, he's gonna be legally blind. And it is a really scary thing to have happen. Because he typically is the one. Oh, is it? Oops! Now I have to reset everything I just said. Wow, that is weird. What I was saying, I'm just gonna shorten it up. Yeah, I have my own doubts, but I'm gonna believe in Ghosty's words. Because it seems like every time we have an issue, we have been having so many curveballs in less than a year. And every single time I make a comment to him, because I think of not the future, I think of the present. I don't think ahead. Only if I really need to. But when it's right there that it could be a situation like this, I'm always leaning towards, well, the outcome is not. What? I always have doubts. And the thing though is I'm a very type of person where I'm an A type person. If I see it, I will know it's happening. If I hear it, then I know. I'm never that type of person it's like, this can go one way or another. And to me, it's one straight line, and it doesn't happen that way. Clearly, since this month, I literally thought to myself, we all collectively agreed that we had rent paid. And I was downstairs with Mom because our landlord called Mom. The first thing he said is, hey, I didn't hear anything from you. What's going on? And my mom explained to him that the car's down. And, she put the rent money that we've had in there, and then some. And then she told him, well, we'll get the other half. And he specifically said, well, you're $360 behind, and you got to get that money in less than 5 days, or you'll be evicted in 5 days if you don't give me that 360. And I'm thinking, oh shit, like this was unexpected. I had money, and I thought, okay, everything is covered. So I went ahead. I did have kind of this thing in the back of my head, just like keep it just in case. But in the moment, I'm like, he's happy. Everyone in the house is happy. This is a happy experience. Like, we were on top of the world. And so I went ahead and I got myself something. And Ghosty said, this is for you because, you need something for yourself. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like I can do that anytime. But because the fact that I pay for rent and I pay for bills and stuff, sometimes I don't get money left over. And my paychecks are varied. One day I can have $200, the next I can have $500. And it is really stressful and it's really tiring because I'm not only dealing with my coworkers, I'm also dealing with people who don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? So I usually am always so skeptical, making sure I have my rent money just in case if something happens. And Ghosty said to me, he said, you need money for yourself. And I'm like, okay. So the money that I did have, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and spend it. I spend it wisely.
For the first time in 3 or 4 months, you actually had money, and we didn't have to worry about anything.
Right.
We honestly should not have to have been worried about anything. We should be happy right now. We know when the car park's coming in. We know when the car's going to get fixed.
And this is why I always have those doubts. That's why I always have these doubts, because it seems like every time when we're happy and we think we're settled, boom, something happens.
You do know they talk over there, right?
Over where?
To your left.
Okay,
Chat.
that's
So if somebody
cool.
says anything, you can answer them.
But, I. This is like the first time in a long time where I'm not gonna put it over my head. Like, we're gonna get the money right away, or we're gonna get the money in less than 5 days' time, or whatever. And Dad is right, though. We cannot help much of the outcome, but we can at least try.
Be upbeat about it.
You know, it's just, like, again, I'm a type A person, and
my cancer stick, my torch.
it's. I'm stressed
Right in front of you.
because then I feel like, I shouldn't have spent the money that he gave me.
It was only $100 some.
But that's still.
And I didn't give it to you. It was your money.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you gave it to me.
Yeah, I
because
gave it back to you.
So.
Because we didn't need it.
So. Yeah, I'm just in a daze.
Would have been short 200 some odd dollars.
Right, but I still would have been able to pay it off if I had the money on me.
No, you wouldn't have been.
If I had the money from my paychecks, yes. Instead of spending it on myself. And the thing though is, I bought myself stuff, and it's supposed to come on the 16th, which is my birthday. So I'm also thinking about, like, what happens if we get evicted and the stuff comes, then what? So I'm going with Ghosty's thing. I still have my doubts and stuff, but I have no idea. I'm just in a daze, honestly. I'm so much in a daze. So, that's just me. So,
this really is happening. Ghost isn't making this up.
no, which is awful
Poor
because,
Roxy, she looks like she's so sad.
yeah, because she probably senses it too.
That's what Jen said. Jen said, I asked her if animals could sense your emotions.
They
She
can.
said, oh yeah. Right now she's trying to eat my blanket.
So, yeah. And what gets me mad is our landlord told my mom, "Why don't you get a real job?" There's multiple times where my mom got a real job, which is odd though because not only is DoorDash is an independent contracting company. So clearly you are a employee because mom got the forms and stuff. If you weren't, you wouldn't get that.
You wouldn't
And
be taxed.
huh?
You would be taxed.
You wouldn't be taxed. She literally has a form in paper of all her stuff. And you wouldn't get that if you're not employed.
If it was just a gig work.
If it was just a gig work. So that is one thing. But also another thing is there's multiple times where my mom gets paid and there's other things in the house that have to get paid. There's electric, there's gas, there's food, there's water. Her cigarettes, there's gas for the car. Those things, when you're being paid a certain amount each hour, each day, in a week or 2 weeks, it's not enough to get rent paid. My mom can't go into a high corporate job. She cannot get into a high leveling type of job.
Otherwise she'll lose her SSDI like she did the first time.
Well, not only does she lose her SSDI, because most our rent money before was from that, because my mom at the time was making so much. But the thing though is she even when she picked up more hours, but in a certain time frame, they said that she was still making too much, which she really wasn't because we were still having issues. So that was getting cut off. It literally blew everything else out of proportion.
And that's why we've been behind ever
And
since.
that's why we've been behind for the last 7, 8 months.
At least.
7, 8 months, which is literally the time when I first started working because my whole idea was to get a job to help the family to pay for stuff. That was literally my job. That's why even though I had bronchitis and I got really sick and I still have tonsil stones and I still go into work knowing I'm coughing, I'm hacking, I'm having pain and stuff, and I'm still going to work because I know I have a house that needs my help. I literally have 3 days off, and then the fourth day a coworker of mine took because I've been working for so long that I haven't had the time to actually recuperate from working, from coworkers, from a stressful day. There's multiple times where I literally am coughing and hacking and not breathing all at the same time. And I told my coworker, like, yeah, sometimes when I cough, I can't breathe. So, you know, it is very stressful and it's very taxing, but it has to be done. Especially now that the car is getting fixed. And I am so. I'm not against people doing this. It's just. I don't think it's. It's weird. Because never in my life have I ever thought, like, we would have to be in a situation like this. I've seen people be like this, but it's for the wrong reasons. And when you have good people out there and have families like us, sometimes people are like skeptical because everything that goes on. And I get scared because it's like, who are these people? Where are they coming from? Are these people real? Even though they are real, sometimes I tell my dad, like, Kay, you know, I don't like you doing this, and he's right though that sometimes it's okay to ask for help, especially in times like this. So, yeah, because it's just I'm trying to grasp my head around this whole situation. I'm supposed to be asleep by now, but I'm so stressed about this situation. I have a doctor's appointment to go to, but I'm so stressed. And I literally walked into the room and I told Ghosty, I said, "So, Ghosty." He's like, "So,
Hey, we got $10 from Natalie.
yeah, we do got $10 from Natalie. She's very sweet. She's always sweet, though. She's always so sweet." So,
What you're doing is if that phone goes off,
I'm just, my eyes twitching. I'm that nervous. I'm that anxious. My eye never twitches like this. So, I literally, I'm just in a daze. I just don't feel real at all. So, yeah. It's fine though. He's he's the gold mine, I guess.
I sometimes wish I was.
Yeah, sometimes I wish you were too.
It'd be so much easier.
Yeah. It happens though. Alright, Dad, here you go. You can I'm really uncomfortable. You can have it back.
Thank you, baby girl. Look at her. Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board. I hope you're right about this.
Hope and pray, girl. Like I said, everybody thought we were under the impression that we were going to be just fine. Everything was looking good. Nobody was expecting this bullshit. We got caught. We got blindsided so bad it's not even funny. All we can do is pray and pray and pray and hope somebody out there sees this and helps us out so we can get going and not have to worry about this and refocus back on the car. And it really sucks because we got the parts coming for the car. We could get the car fixed, but by the time it's fixed, it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
It's going to be too damn late, folks. So that's why we're pressing. This is why I'm doing this. This is why Sage just come out here, and she don't like talking that much on here, especially asking for help. She does not like that at all. And trust me, 5 years with her, I try to buy her stuff sometimes. No, no, no. You are.
Yeah.
I'm my own girl. I get my own money. I'll get my own stuff.
Yeah.
Our dog, Roxy, our chihuahua, is so sad. It's not even funny. You know it's bad when your own animals look so depressed. They know the mood, they know the atmosphere in this house right now. We are all taken back. We are all in shock. And it's really, really irritating that there's nothing I can do except this. Dogs are getting, animals are getting low on their food. Lord, please send us your guardian angels. Of all times, Lord, you know we need to help now. Amen. Can't believe less than 24 hours this time we were all happy. We were all excited, impatient, but anybody would be impatient when you got to wait for products to come in. We were set, we were making plans. We were going to take care of this, do this, get that done, this done. This one's really biting us in the ass. Well, like I said, I'm going to be doing this every single day up to Saturday to noon. Because noon Saturday is when we got to have the money. Not Monday, Saturday. I'm drinking water, folks. So if you're out there and you're just watching us, you're hearing our story, it's the truth. It was not anywhere on our schedule. This is literally out of the frickin' blue. Again, if you're just walking in and seeing what's going on, asking what's going on, it's real simple. Yesterday this time we were happy. We knew we had everything we needed. Every single donation that came in got spent on the house, the car, food, utility bills, supplies, and we are so extremely grateful for that. Even got a little extra to take care of extra stuff. We got that. Every last cent was spent where it should have been spent. We were set. We got tools. We got parts. We got everything we really need and taken care of. We even got the rent paid. And that's when it blew up in our face, 10 o'clock this morning. The landlord called us up. You heard say the story. You've heard me say it before. It's just out of the blue. The landlord mysteriously come out of this thing. We owe him $360. If we don't pay it in 5 days, we're being evicted. And that's 2 or 3 days before parts come in for the car so I can fix it. So we get evicted. We have nothing. We don't have a car. We have no place to go. We have no funds to do anything, go anywhere. Nothing. Because we're all riding on this car getting fixed. And then bam. Bam, 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 slap, knock, kick, bulldozed, side swipe, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We got it. We got it. And everybody in this house is nervous as all fuck. And honestly, I'm nervous as well. This tension in the house is so thick you could probably cut it with a knife. Everybody in this house is praying and hoping I can raise the money. Because I am literally the last hope to keep a roof over our heads. I am literally the last hope to keep a roof over our heads. I pray to God there's another Jerry out there. Because I really don't think Jerry can help us anymore because he has done so much. I just don't get it. It's late tonight. But at this point, it doesn't matter if it's late or early. I've got to raise this money. This house is depending on me. Yep, $360. Not 370, not 350, $360 what we need to shut him up so we can get back and focus back on the car, get the car running when the parts come in, and get back to work and make our own damn money. And that's the facts. That's the nut. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. So what do you guys think? All two of you. I was going to say, boy, I'm going to sleep good tonight. Yeah, that plan just went right out the window. Didn't even say goodbye. Sorry, folks, I keep staring at my phone and praying somebody comes in and helps us out. $5, $10, anything will help out right now. I said earlier, I think, was it, if I could get 36 people with $10 each, we could stop this. We could absolutely stop this. Because quite honestly, there's nothing else to surprise us with. Knock on wood. Because we caught up on everything else. We got what we needed for the car, just waiting for it to get delivered. We got food. We just were not expecting to get hit with the $360 eviction notice. And from the sound of Colleen and Sage, he isn't joking this time. He isn't playing around. He's not even going to give us an inch. Because when she told him our car has been broke down for a month, he didn't care at all. He absolutely did not care at all that we haven't been able to work. So that tells you right there, he's dead serious. He couldn't be more dead serious than he is right now. I know I've been getting help. This family's been getting help all month long. And we're so grateful. You have no idea how grateful we are of you guys helping us out for the last month. It's just this last one's killing us. This last surprise, and that's exactly what it was. It's a shocking surprise that hit us out of the blue. I mean, nothing. No hints, no telltale signs, no nothing. Did we expect this? Because even Jerry helped us with a little bit for rent. That's what Sage says. We paid rent and then some. If you guys are just coming in and wondering who Jerry is, we don't know. Honest to God, we don't know. He has been the biggest benefactor to keeping this family afloat. I just pray to God he's out there one more time. I know he's done so much. I don't expect anything, but if he can, Jerry, we need you, man. We're all scared. And I guess I'll have to say that honestly. Yeah, we're extremely nervous in this house. Parts for the car ain't gonna come in until 3 days after the due date, the deadline. And by then, it ain't gonna make a damn bit of difference, because we'll be more than likely on the streets. I really don't know what else to say. I do know tomorrow I will be, as soon as I get up, I'm gonna be right back on YouTube live streaming. At this juncture, I have absolutely no choice but to try and raise money. $360. I've got to try. I have 4 days left starting tomorrow. And so far we raised $10. There's rumors that this so-called stimulus check is already starting to get out to people. I just pray to God by some miracle that maybe in the next 4 days Sage will get one. Because I know it's just the first day. I know it's only been about 3.5 hours. And I have faith. And I believe someone's going to hear our story and know that this isn't just another fundraiser. This is a surprise fundraiser. This is a shocking fundraiser because we were done. We were done. We had everything we needed. We have everything that needed to be taken care of. Every last cent that we got over the last month has been used and is being used to keep this family afloat and getting the car repaired. If we had any inkling, I'm pretty sure we could have put away $350 somewhere, tightened our belt nuts on something. But because we didn't even know we were behind, not a freaking clue knew that we were behind. No inkling. He never let us know. He didn't say a word for 3 months that we were behind. Because honestly, and God put me on a polygraph machine, I don't care. We honestly thought we were ahead. And this whole time we've been behind. And he just got upset and more or less, enough's enough. You're, even though we paid a shitload of rent today, we're still 360, and that 360 is going to get us kicked out in 5 days. So yeah, we are asking, the whole entire family is asking folks, please, if you can help us out, please do. If you can't, get the word out. Yeah, what I'm thinking is he had some kind of scheme going on. I've said it before in my earlier live streams. Colleen has said it before. I knew this 5 years ago. I always gave him the benefit of the doubt because he's always seemed nice to me. He always did. But everybody, even John, who passed away here a couple years ago, even said he is an asshole. I've talked to other people. I talked to one guy that actually helped build this house, or at least the add-on, said he was an asshole. He is the worst landlord in the world, and he doesn't care about anything but himself. He has evicted more people than your average landlord has in their lifetime. This guy is the worst of the worst. See, our plan is in the future is to save up enough money, especially when I start getting my SSDI. We are going to move out. We are going to find another place because we can't be living on pins and needles with this guy. We just simply can't do that no more. We can't do that no more. As this house is falling apart, I mean, if a house inspector came in this place, they would condemn this place. I know enough about houses because I used to work for a company in Hawaii, uh, and that was my job, inspecting houses. Making sure it was set up for handicapped people and make sure the house was in good condition and everything was up to code. And I'm telling you right now, and I've said it before, this house is so bad. Half the shit works in this house, half the wiring plugs only work. Our power is constantly blowing circuits. I know a couple of these outlets, you could tell there was a fire or something, there was some kind of spark or something like that where you could see burn marks. The structure of the house is really, really bad. I had the biggest hole I've ever seen in a leaky roof in my room. Like right now it's raining and I have to have buckets in here. We got one in the bathroom. We've told him about it many times, even showed him. He hasn't done a damn thing about it. It's rumored, I don't know this for a fact, but it's rumored that the money he gets, he goes gambling with. And if that is even significantly, even a little bit true, that explains a whole lot. Because there ain't nobody worse than a gambler. And when they can't get their money on time, they become assholes, super assholes. I know this for a fact. So whether it's his fault or not, it doesn't matter. We're getting the butt end of it. And it really fucking sucks because we'll have the car fixed here in the next few days. Like I said, we're literally just waiting on the parts to arrive. Literally just waiting for parts to arrive. If he could have just waited maybe 3 or 4 more days and then called us and told us that, we would have been able to get the car fixed. And probably even raised the money in a couple days. Earned the money, I should say. Because like I said, when we're working, we can make $100, $150 a day. It's about average. So maybe 3 days and we could have the money. But because he only gave us 5, that gives us only to the 9th. And I've said it, I'm saying it over and over and over again. I'm sorry I sound like a broken record, but I don't know what else to say. The 11th is when the part comes in, the critical part. And we probably won't get rolling until at least the 12th. But that's way past the deadline. Hence the reason I'm doing this. Hence the reason I'm, well, kind of begging. And I'm sorry I have to do it. So since I got the platform, since I got the internet, this is what I'm going to be doing the next 5 days. And I pray to God, I pray to the universe. People come in and help us out. So I say it again and again and again. If you could get the word out, please do, if you financially can't help yourself. This is unexpected, and that's an understatement. We definitely weren't expecting this. Shit. So I keep saying, what the fuck did we do wrong? Well, I stayed up this late because usually the gentleman that helps us out only stops by unless he's busy and doesn't know that I'm doing this, even though I sent him messages, or he's simply done, and I don't blame him. I just sent him a message. I said, you know, if you're done or if you can't help anymore or whatever the circumstance is, can you at least reach out to maybe people that know that can help? Again, folks, we're only looking for 350 or 360 right now. Well, 350 because I already got a $10 donation, and we need this in the next 4 days. And it's not even a joke. We couldn't be more serious, dead serious. And no, we did not know this was going to happen. We're just coming in. This is such a shock. This is such a surprise. We were so sideswiped with this. Never saw this coming. Three, 4 days ago, that was going to be my last fundraiser. It should have been my last fundraiser. And it should have been. All intents and purposes, that should have been it. And if it wasn't for this, that would have been it. Yeah, I'm a little bit choked up. Because I don't know if the big guardians are still out there or they're just moved on. I just hope another guardian comes by. Or guardians, angels. If you only could have waited till maybe Friday, 3 or 4 days, if you could have just waited to slam us with this, could have got the car fixed, could have made the money, no problem, without having to do another fundraiser. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Pray for us because we really need it. Thank you for coming by. So you all stay safe, stay blessed, definitely keep between the lines. I love you guys. And thank you for everything you guys have done so far for us. Peace.